Guys, before you go on to this clip, please don't forget to press the subscribe button for more content like this. We post all our clips on this channel from the podcast. I know you're going to enjoy this quite a lot.
Yeah.
Interesting. And how's about Pakistan, Iran, Afghanistan, and that matrix?
Yeah, that. So Pakistan has always been a nation for hire. It's a mercenary nation.
Right.
Every nation has an army. In Pakistan, you have the reverse. The army has a nation.
Yes.
Has a nation of its own.
Yes.
And they've always been for hire, the Pakistan army. As we know, 70s, 80s, 90s, during the time period, the Pakistanis bled India through terrorism. And this terrorism was funded and financed by the US. It is a known fact. Nobody can deny it. The Americans funded and financed Pakistani terrorism in India for decades. Then for some time, the Americans, after the fall of the USSR, kind of lost interest. Of course, they did use Pakistan as a staging base for the Afghanistan invasion. Mm-hmm. Yes. For that time, Pakistan was important for them. Then for a decade or so, Pakistan went into the Chinese embrace. Iron brothers, they used to call each other.
Yeah.
And then there was Imran Khan's regime, which came to power. He was obviously a puppet. He was never really in power. But he tried to be best friends with the Chinese. And then he was overthrown in a coup or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then Pakistan comes back firmly into the US embrace.
Again, right now. This is right now.
Right now. Right. So Pakistan is now, once again, a US proxy. And we know the relationship between the US and Iran.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
the US
bad.
and Iran relationship is bad since 1979. So why not use Pakistan as a destabilizing factor for India and for Iran as well? Right? And Pakistan and Iran never have had really friendly relations.
Right.
When the Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, was in power, they had reasonably good relations.
Right.
When 65 happened, when 71 happened, I believe the Pakistanis flew out their fighter planes and parked them on Iranian air bases so that India would not destroy those fighter planes. So the Iranians did allow the Pakistanis to park their fighter planes on Iranian military bases, in Iranian military bases. So they had good relations then. But after the Islamic Revolution, 1979...
Yeah, 78, 79.
Yeah. After that, Iran becomes a theocratic nation,
Yes.
a Shia nation.
Right.
Pakistan has always been a theocratic nation, formed on the basis of religion,
Yes.
a Sunni nation.
Sunni nation.
So there you have it, the dichotomy and the dissonance.
Right.
So after that, they never get along together. And then the Afghanistan thing happens. Pakistan destabilizes Afghanistan. There's a big influx of Afghan refugees into eastern Persia as well, Iran as well.
Right.
And many of them still stay there, still live there. So all that. So Iran doesn't like Pakistan. So Pakistan has how many neighbors? 3. India, Afghanistan, Iran. No one likes them.
Right.
Okay. And so then the Iranians launched a few strikes into Pakistani territory, targeting Pakistani terrorist outfits who were... See, the wonderful thing about the Iran-Pakistan border is that it is the old India-Iran border, India-Persia border.
Right.
Okay. And half of... And the region that it occupies is the Makran coast, Balochistan. So Balochistan is this unrecognized nation.
Right.
Half of it is in Persia, half of it is in Pakistan.
Right.
Okay, it's divided between these two nations. And on both sides, you have the same people, the same language, the same culture, the same ethnicity, and the same possible desire for freedom, independence. So neither Iran wants to give the Balochis independence, neither does Pakistan.
Right.
But Iran accuses Pakistan of harboring anti-Iran terrorists on its side of the border, and Pakistan now claims the Iranians are doing the same thing.
Right.
So that's what led to these clashes. But I would say that it doesn't make sense for the two nations to go to war because Pakistan is a nuclear power. Iran may be an undeclared nuclear power by now. They may have enough fissile material for 5 or 10 warheads. And Iran has a reasonably powerful overall...
Geopolitical influence, powerful in some way.
They have good power projection abilities and they have a reasonably powerful military economy, all that, comparatively with Pakistan.
Right.
So if the two nations were to go to war, it would be a ruinous war for both of them. Doesn't make sense.
Yes.
There you have it.
Right. Okay.
गाइज अगर ये सुन के आपको भी लगा वाओ मैं भी ऐसे सोचना चाहता हूँ मैं सीखना चाहता हूँ ऐसे कैसे सोचते हैं तो क्या करना है सब्सक्राइब का बटन सब्सक्राइब